Hello, I'm Yonden Lhatoo at the South China Morning Post. If you're offended by talk of eating pork because of religious or other convictions, best not to watch this video. A colleague who doesn't flaunt her Muslim faith in public but does adhere to it in private looked rather distressed during an occasion back in February when we brought a roast suckling pig into the office for a traditional feast as part of Lunar New Year celebrations. It wasn't so much the fact that everyone around her was devouring chunks of pork. She accepts it as a reality in this part of the world, but that the entire carcass of a little pig with a tragic smile burnt into its honey-glazed face had to be ritualistically reslaughtered to loud cheers across the newsroom. I'm used to all this myself, but even now, every time my Chinese friends and colleagues serve a babe the piglet on a platter, I can't help seeing shades of Lord of the Flies. You know, kill the pig, cut her throat, bash her in. Which is why I kind of understand where people were coming from when they complained about City University celebrating the opening of its new vet center by chopping up 2 suckling pigs. It's a common custom whenever a new building is completed or a new venture is launched in the city. But critics were outraged that the vet center was killing animals instead of curing them. The university management was quick to urge all departments to look into cancelling such outdated rights, which may have wanted some brownie points with animal lovers, but also opened up a whole new can of worms about knee-jerk reactions and bowing to the tyranny of the minority for the sake of political correctness. Among them was a member of City University's own ruling council who attended that unfortunate opening ceremony and had this to say about it. Those who were present, including myself, had a sumptuous lunch after the ceremony that included roast beef sandwiches and fried shrimp toast. It's interesting that some people only targeted the roast pigs. Like many of my fellow professionals, I am forever amazed by how such a vocal minority can make a big deal out of nothing. Media outlets smelling blood asked whether Chief Executive Carrie Lam would rethink attending such rituals in future, only to receive this rather curt reply from the Food and Health Bureau. There is no direct link between roast pig cutting ceremonies and animal welfare. We have no plan to stop doing so or stop attending such ceremonies. The government has a point, which is unusual, I know, but where does it end if we go down this road? Do we want to go the way of Australia, where the vegan Taliban are out of control, attacking butchers and breaking into abattoirs to protest against the meat industry, a pillar of the economy? I get it about catching up with the 21st century and leaving behind barbaric customs of the past, but we're talking about eating roast pork here, not stoning gay people to death. It's a tradition that has been practiced and enjoyed for centuries or more by the Chinese, also dating back to ancient Sumerian and Egyptian times. While City University has clarified that it's not banning the tradition, I'm reminded of an ode to roast pig by 18th century English essayist Charles Lamb, a passionate lover of pork despite his name. There is no flavor comparable, I will contend, to that of the crisp, tawny, well-watched, not over-roasted crackling, as it is well called, he wrote. Oh, call it not fat, but an indefinable sweetness growing up to it, the tender blossoming of fat, fat cropped in the bud, taken in the shoot, in the first innocence, the cream and quintessence of the child pig's yet pure food, fat and lean, so blended and running into each other that both together make but one Ambrosian result. Yummy! And I'm not even into roast pork that much. But I do have a question. If pigs are not meant to be eaten, why do they have to be made of bacon? Thanks for watching.